I'm an elementary school librarian, and these are some of my favorite books to read during the month of March. Harlem Grown is the story of a vacant lot in Harlem, New York, where people came together and decided that they didn't want it to be full of trash. They wanted it to be something for the community. So instead of leaving it full of trash, they worked together and they built a beautiful community garden. And I think that this story is really great because it talks about community, it talks about gardening, it talks about different things for spring. I just think it's a great story to share with your students or your kids and get them interested in gardening and community organization and projects. Rain is a very cute but very simple story about this little boy and his outlook on the rain. It starts out showing off that they live in a city, and there's a man and there's a little boy, and the story follows both of them, and they both have a very different perspective on the day. The man hates rain, the little boy is very excited. They end up at the same place throughout the day, but it just kind of shows how you can have a different attitude about the same circumstances. And then at the end of the story, well, I can't spoil what happens after that page because it's honestly really cute. I even read this with some fourth graders and they thought it was adorable, but it's probably better for kinder, first, and second grade. Super cute story, definitely a must read. Berry Song is actually brand new to my library and I haven't gotten to share it with any of my students yet, but it won a Caldecott. I've read it and I think it's gorgeous. It's the story of this woman and her grandchild. They're talking about the wisdom of the elders and living off of the land, and they're singing the song of the berries, talking about all of the different berries that there are for them to live off of. It is beautiful. They talk about salmon from the stream. They talk about different eggs from the birds. It is just so stunning. The pictures, I just can't get past the artwork. It's so beautiful. It's family, it's heritage. It just has absolutely everything. You should share it with your kids. I can't wait to share it with mine. Mossy by Jan Brett is one of my ultimate favorite books to share during March and the beginning of springtime. It's about a turtle that has this beautiful, beautiful garden growing on its back until a scientist finds it and puts it into captivity so that people can watch it. And her niece ends up being like, hey, I feel like Mossy the turtle is unhappy. And she's right, so they have to do the right thing and they have to take Mossy back to her home. It's a beautiful story. It talks about not taking things from nature and leaving them where they belong. This is a big hit every single year. As always, thank you so much for giving me a place to share my favorite picture books. I hope you enjoy them.